Remembering the victims 10 years after 9/11. We're taking a trip to your new Patriot Memorial. Plus, Going Green. Find out what your hometown is doing to protect the environment and save you money. And our new series, The Volunteer Experience. Find out about residents who are giving back and what you can do to join the movement. All that and more coming up on Wellington in the Know. Hi, and thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Andrea DeFonte. Wellington is dedicating the Patriot Memorial this September 11th, bringing 9/11 up close and personal. You'll find the Patriot Memorial off Forest Hill Boulevard between City Hall and Scott's Place. Right away, you'll notice the steel, a section recovered from the South Tower of the World Trade Center. In the center of the memorial, there's a fountain and eternal flame. We also have glass panels inscribed with the names of the victims of 9/11. Wellington is planning several events to honor the victims. We talked to Nicole Evangelista, who's in charge of the Remembrance Weekend, to give you the rundown.
We have a whole weekend of events planned for the September 11th weekend, and starting with Friday, we'll have a movie that'll play in the evening, and that'll be the World Trade Center movie. Saturday morning, we'll have a 5K race, the Jeff Annis 5K race, and that evening we'll have a tribute concert. And then on Sunday, the Fire Chiefs Association of Palm Beach County will be hosting a remembrance ceremony in the morning, followed by the dedication of the Patriot Memorial.
WPTV anchor and Wellington resident Jim Sackett will MC both the remembrance ceremony and Patriot Memorial dedication.
10 years is a significant milestone for everyone, but it's to our benefit as a country to kind of step back and say, what has happened in those 10 years? Let us remember and let us make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Public parking is limited at the Wellington Community Center, so we recommend parking at the mall at Wellington Green, where we'll be offering free shuttle service beginning at 7:45 a.m. It's going to be hot out there during the ceremonies, so you may want to wear a hat and bring a fan and refreshments. The American Red Cross will also be on site handing out water. Don't forget, admission is free at the Wellington Aquatics Complex September 9th and 10th. The last day of our summer pool hours is Labor Day, September 5th, when we're hosting our annual pool party. Dive in noon to 5 p.m. Regular admission rates apply. Now beginning September 6th, the day after Labor Day, pool hours switch to 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, and the pool will be closed every Sunday and Monday. Coming up after the break, Going Green, Wellington style, what your hometown is doing to protect Mother Nature, and the Laugh Out Loud comedy series, Funny and Free, coming to a stage near you. We'll be right back. We're back, Going Green here in your great hometown. From your LEED certified City Hall to greenhouse gas reductions, Wellington is taking steps to save the environment and also save money.
Well, City Hall is certified by the U.S. Green Building Council. it's called a LEED certification, and what that means is stands for is Leadership in Environmental Engineering and Design. And that's important because what it does is it allows us to use a state-of-the-art technology and design to ensure that this building is as sensitive to the environment and as environmentally responsible as it can be. For example, some of the features include automatic motion detectors for lights when you walk in and out of a room. There's low usage water supply systems. There's rain harvesting so that we can reuse our natural rainwater to help flush our toilets. We also, when it was constructed, made sure that there were low organic volatile components that were used. An interesting point about LEED design is that not only are there long-term cost benefits and savings, but there's also a reduction in sick days. Studies have found that there's approximately 30% fewer sick days taken by employees that work in a LEED certified building.
For more on Wellington's Go Green initiative, visit our website, wellingtonfl.gov, go to the Community tab, and click Going Green. Our free movie nights continue select Fridays at the Wellington Amphitheater. Join us September 2nd for Diary of a Wimpy Kid 2, Roderick Rules, World Trade Center, and the new Jim Carrey flick, Mr. Popper's Penguins. Diary of a Wimpy Kid starts at 8 p.m. Other movies start at 7:30. We also have 2 Saturday concerts. September 10th, Brass Evolution from 6 to 9 p.m. And for all you modern country fans, September 24th, Burnt Biscuit in concert at 7:30 p.m. Plus, our Laugh Out Loud comedy series makes a comeback on September 23rd, starting at 7:30 p.m. So bring a lawn chair or blanket and enjoy the show. We're kicking off new senior programming this month at the Wellington Community Center. Check out our one-stroke painting classes. It's a simple technique many artists use to create amazing works of art. The first session is every Monday starting September 12th through October 3rd from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. The cost is $75 for residents and $93.75 for non-residents. Now for our AARP driver safety course, Thursday, September 22nd from 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Attend this class and you'll qualify for auto insurance discounts. The cost is just $12 for AARP members and $14 for non-members. Fall Festival is just around the corner. Events for families and also dog lovers right in your great hometown. We talked to Michelle Garvey, who's in charge of the events.
On October 22nd, we have Howl at the Moon, which is in the morning, and that's at the Wellington Dog Park. It's sponsored by the Courtyard Animal Hospital, and all proceeds go to them. It's a free event, and they have booths and vendors that come. They have a costume contest for the dogs, and it's a great event, and it's a great chance to bring your furry friend and have fun with them in the morning. And then in the evening is Fall Festival, which is from 6 to 10 this year at Village Park. And we sell bracelets for $7, and that gets you onto the bounce houses, the rock wall, any slides that we have, and also into the haunted hallways. Haunted hallways are a little scary for the younger kids. It's better for ages 10 and older, but the staff does a great job making them really scary. It's kind of our little bit of Disney World, Universal Studios here at home without leaving your backyard. Also, we have a laser tag booth that's set up, and that's $5. It's a separate charge, but that's a lot of fun. We had it at July 4th, and I think the community really enjoyed it. And we also have fair food and vendors at that event as well.
Wristbands for Fall Festival go on sale October 1st at Village Park. The event is sponsored by the Palms West Chamber of Commerce. Coming up, get a taste of the volunteer experience. A look at what it takes to be a front desk greeter at City Hall. We'll be right back.
I worry as time goes by, since September 11, that too many people will forget, and that they'll forget the sacrifices, and they'll forget the heroism, and they'll forget how America came together. The people of Wellington have remembered, and they've remembered in a way in which for years and years and years, many people coming to Wellington will be able to be reminded of not just the terrible attack, but also the tremendous sacrifice that so many firefighters and police officers, rescue workers, and just regular Americans and others made in order to save other people.
Regular Americans like 62-year-old Rick Rescorla, a security worker in the South Tower of the World Trade Center. Rick lost his life after evacuating nearly 3,000 people, including Morgan Stanley workers on the floors this steel came from, floors 69 to 71, just 7 stories below where the second plane crashed.
Hello, my name is Matt Wilhite. I'm the Vice Mayor for Wellington, but I'm also a firefighter. The premise for the Patriot Memorial, which we're standing on that site right now, is that I had a resident that was concerned that on September 11th that we didn't lower our flags to half-staff to not only honor but to remember the victims of 9/11. With his concern and an idea, we came up with building a Patriots Memorial to help honor and respect those lost on September 11th.
In December 2010, Sisters Towing hauled this steel from New York's JFK Airport, where it was stored as crime scene evidence. The journey to Palm Beach County was an emotional one for those who transported the steel and everyone they passed along the way, including first responders in Washington, D.C., who escorted the steel through traffic.
A powerful moment on our journey to bring the peace of the World Trade Center back to Wellington was that we were met at the Washington, D.C. border by multiple Washington, D.C. Police Department members and a helicopter to escort us through their city. And not only for us to have this journey, but for them to be a part of it, it was great to have them escort us. But as an idea of their part and a much needed respect for the trip we were on, they stopped us and shut down the entire freeway to stop our motorcade in front of the Pentagon.
Wellington's Patriot Memorial will feature this burned and bent steel column, a piece of 9/11 for generations to see, touch, and remember.
The American spirit is very, very strong. It's very alive. You're symbolizing that in Wellington, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate what you're doing.
Wellington's Patriot Memorial Dedication Ceremony.
9/11 is a day we can't afford to forget. Not now, not ever.
Coming September 11th, 2011. We're back. Wellington is speeding up its customer service, and it all comes down to our new business center. You'll see it right when you walk into the lobby at City Hall, an area with computers where you can handle certain requests electronically, like learning about starting a business in Wellington or applying for city jobs. The business center is staffed by a volunteer who can walk you through the process. I want to introduce you to a new segment. It's called the Volunteer Experience. Our cameras will follow our volunteer Wellington volunteers through different jobs to give you a taste of how they're giving back.
Norma has been one of our first volunteers through our Volunteer Wellington program. We started about a year ago, and she has been at this building since the opening of the building in January. So she's learned a ton. She's been a wonderful volunteer. She's given so much time. We get so many compliments on how nice she is at the desk and how lovely she is.
Know that.
See, you never know these things.
It's challenging. It's a constant learning experience, and every time you think you know something, something else comes up and you have to learn more. So to me, that's the greatest part.
Volunteer Wellington is our city's volunteer program. I'm the volunteer coordinator. We place people in volunteer positions like Norma, she's a greeter. We also have special events that our volunteers can work. We have a high school summer service program that just ended. We have our Wellington Youth Council, and we have intercoastal cleanup coming up. We have Great American Cleanup. We have a lot of ways for residents to get involved in their community, become engaged in their city, and give back. So my Volunteer Wellington program is through our Neighborhood Services Department. If anyone's interested, we do have our volunteer application online, as well as obviously just stopping in and asking about it. Norma is a great person to talk to, as well as all the volunteers that are at the greeter's desk.
Wellington is offering a big thanks to our high school summer service volunteers. Wellington recognized the teens at the August 23rd council meeting. They spent time assisting various Wellington departments this summer, each logging up to 75 community service hours. If you've ever wondered how government works or you want to get a better idea about how your tax dollars are spent, we invite you to try out our new Residence Academy kicking off in October. We'll give you all the details in next month's edition of Wellington in the Know. For now, we'll leave you with the neighborhood meeting schedule. Thanks for watching.